Hi, my wise astrology tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Krisztina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to analyze the 2023 September astrology forecast. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about the mundane transit in general first. So we're going to have a new moon, and the new moon going to happen 14th of September, and it's going to happen in Virgo. And then the full moon going to happen 29th of September in 6 degrees in Aries. The full moon going to actually be in opposition with Pallas Athene and going to square with Vesta, and the new moon going to trine Uranus. All right, we also have our two inner planets, Mercury and Venus, going to station direct this month. Venus going to station direct on the 3rd, and Mercury going to station direct on the 15th in Virgo in 8 degrees. The other thing was going to happen, Jupiter going to station retrograde on the 4th of September, and it's going to conjunct Moon. So the moon going to be actually in Taurus that day, and then it's going to trine Mercury retrograde. All right, also some asteroid also going to change sign. Pallas Athene going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 13th. Pallas Athene is the warrior queen, but she was really wise. So she is choosing her fights. And the 13th, Vesta also going to ingress Cancer. Vesta is your eternal flame. In Cancer, actually, it's going to give us and help us with nurturing. Like we will nurture our inner child, and the way we are. You know, it's very important also in financial astrology, because Vesta is the one what keeps us going and want to make us to invest, for example. And the 15th, Ceres going to move to Scorpio, and the Sun also going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 23rd. Come on, Cosmo. So here is Cosmo, my little Dutch hound, and he's gonna be part of your prediction right now. So let's see what's going to happen. Mercury and Jupiter on the 4th going to actually trine. Mercury is the ability, the way you are actually processing information. Mercury associated with thinking, communication, the way you express yourself, and it's associated with sales as well. It rules two signs. It rules Gemini in the 3rd house, and it also rules Virgo. At this moment, it is in retrograde on the 4th, and it is trining with Jupiter, the planet of blessing in Taurus. So actually, it will indicate some kind of positive change with traveling, short distance traveling. It will indicate, for example, the oat or anything with grain on stock market can go up. It is also indicating some kind of change with internet and the way we are using internet and the way we are communicating. It's a blessing. You are capable to for example, express yourself on a really not positive way, because Jupiter is the planet of positivity over here. So what else is happening? So let's see let's go to the new moon this month, and it's going to happen in Virgo, 21 degrees. That's the 2nd decan. So the 2nd decan, it's a Capricornian decan, and it's going to actually influenced by Saturn. Saturn is endurance. Saturn is actually have to do something with your hard work ethic. But Saturn also represents fears and delays and decays and censorship. And because of we have Mercury retrograding actually in Virgo, and by sign, by energy, it is opposing, not by degree, but by energy, it's opposing Saturn, which is in retrograde in Pisces, and also to Neptune. it could indicate some kind of issue with social media, with media itself. The news itself could be either censored or it could be lies. And we are going to figure out actually what they were lying about to us in general, to the public. All right, what else could happen over here? So because of this new moon in Virgo, it's, you know, the moon is representing your feelings, your subconscious. It's representing the females in general, women and feminism. It also associated with the public. But it also rules dogs and apples, you know, like silver, for example, pearl. So when it's actually opposing to the energy of Saturn, then it could, and Saturn is in Pisces, it could indicate some kind of issue over here. And that's what we're gonna hear in the news most likely, to have some kind of issue with animals, big ocean animals. For example, they can get beached, and you know, like it could indicate a massive death of the mammals, the ocean mammals there. And what else it could indicate? It could indicate censorship. It's obvious because Mercury is opposing to Saturn here and Neptune. So the other thing what could happen, we're going to have actually a full moon, which is going, no, actually this new moon is going to trine Uranus. Uranus, anything to do with chaos, rebellions, and it's also something because it rules the 11th house, your goals and your hopes and wishes, humanitarian and philanthropic project as well. Uranus rules the tornadoes, rules anything with wind, windmill, energy. So when this is going to trine, it is a really, really favorable, granted, positive aspect over here. And because Uranus is in Taurus, in this case, it could be something like we're going to have a news about and like how can we stop tornadoes, or how can we use windmills in our daily lives, or you know, like it's going to be more popular. How can you use self-sufficient energy? For example, Uranus in Taurus could represent natural gas, right, over there. But how? Because of the animals. So using technology and using the animal poops, for example, and create natural gas. And it's going to be all over in the news. And it is also some kind of positive change with, because of the new moon is in Virgo. Virgo is the earth. It's representing Mother Earth as well, just like Taurus is an earth sign. So some positive news about recycling, for example, or actually the way we treat animals and the way we treat the earth itself, it's going to be some positive news over there for us. Okay, so moving forward, and we're going to talk about right now Venus station direct on the 3rd. Venus is going to station direct at 12 degrees. Okay, and it's going to conjunct Juno when it's stationed direct. Venus is stationing direct in Leo. Leo, by archetype, it rules investment, it rules prize winning, it rules sports clubs, it rules the children, joy and pleasure-based businesses, and your kids, and your creative projects. So, what's gonna happen? If you have been actually in stagnation, or you couldn't move forward with your art project, or you didn't find, for example, a manager or someone who can represent you in your art, this is the time right now when you will be capable, actually go for it, and you know, most likely some of us going to find someone who is helpful, and we can actually, it could help with your creative project. It's also really good to win, and you know, Venus is not only love and attraction, Venus also is currency. So in Leo, it rules the 5th house, right? So 5th house is investment. Venus, it could be like you are preserving your money in art or in very, very expensive jewelries. And that's the way, not in 401k, obvious, but something what is tangible over there, and you can, because Venus rules Taurus, which is tangible energy, so something with tangible energy. For example, gold, because Venus in Leo could be something investing in gold, real gold. So it could be a positive energy for that. All right, and Jupiter. So if you want to actually help your Venus and help your creative project, you can drink, for example, blue lotus tea, lavender tea, rose petal tea, anything like that, especially if your Venus is debilitated in your chart and it's weak, then you are capable to make it stronger. For example, every Friday you buy flowers for yourself, like you going to use a lot of green underwear, green clothes, whatever, but that's how you're going to be capable to make your Venus stronger. Okay, so that's how you can help. Okay, the next one is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus, which is luxury and comfort. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, the planet of Santa Claus. This is like in the Taurus rules the second house, ruled by Venus, and Venus also going direct the day before. So station direct the day before, so it is really, really positive over here, even if they are squaring by energy. But don't forget, square is not necessarily bad, because it's pushing you forward to make a decision, it's pushing you forward to make actions. And so I like squares in the charts usually. So here what you can do, it's pushing you forward to prepare for the next month, which is going to be the eclipse season. And you know, in October 14th, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Libra, and on the 28th, we're going to have the last Taurus eclipse. Right? And it's going to happen in 5 degrees. So we are ending that 18-year cycle with Taurus Scorpio axis. But Jupiter here, it's already gonna go in retrograde. So it's going to be influenced by this eclipse, most likely. And over here, it's bringing back opportunities for us, opportunities with Taurian energy. So Jupiter also very good with investment. In daytime, it's rules Sagittarius, nighttime, it's rules Pisces. And you know, like in Sagittarius, it's more positive, obviously, and in Pisces, it's more spiritual. Jupiterian stone is lapis lazuli, and if you want to make your Jupiter stronger because you are ruled by Jupiter, perhaps you have a Sag rising or Pisces rising or Sag sun or a Sagittarius sun or Pisces sun, you are ruled by that, and then it's representing it can get weakened, so you want to make it more positive and more strong. So you can have milk thistle, dandelion, you can bear lapis lazuli, and you're going to actually balance that kind of energy that is weakened, Jupiter. But on the other hand, Jupiter is bringing back opportunities with salaries. So for example, a lot of people could go back to work and get rehired. Whoever lost their job during COVID, it could be like the next 4 months, while Jupiter gonna go back retrograde, people going to get back their job, or they're going to get rehired, because second house is your salary. So it could be influence that one. Okay, and then we wanted to talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury going to go direct in Virgo. So it's exalted in Virgo. When it's gonna go direct, it's going to indicate some kind of positive news in healthcare, because 6th house rules healthcare, and 6th house also rules our daily routine. So it's going to be more settled in general. And also it rules works. Just what I said about Jupiter at this moment, like 2 seconds ago, Mercury going direct in Virgo, it's also representing a lot of people going to get back their job. And we might going to hear a good news about, in general around the world, about healthcare, about like insurances and healthcare in general, because 6th house is your health or health and healthcare. All right, so I'm going to move forward right now, and I'm going to actually talk about each individual signs. If you have a Leo rising, Leo moon or sun, this is your September forecast. Leos, we're going to actually start out with Venus going direct in your 1st house. Because Venus was here for a long time, and it's still going to affect you for another 3 weeks. And it's very, very important. It is a really important energy for you because Venus is love, attraction, and currency. So right now you will feel expansive, you will feel blessed, you will feel really, really charismatic, attractive, for example, to others. You will attract people with your humor or with the way you are actually. So that could be a really positive energy. Venus over here could help you to start a new creative project. It could be something with art, it could be anything to do with creativity, with beauty products. So if you are, for example, an esthetician, you can start your business. If you want to sell creams, if you want to sell anything to do with fruits, for example, sweets, it could be also really, really positive, but you will feel definitely the power of attraction. And in money-wise, financial-wise, in your 1st house, it could also affect your company, your business. So actually the money is going to rise for you. So it could be a good raise, a salary raise, or just you are attracting more money into your life. All right, so on the 4th, we are having Jupiter in your 10th house of career is going retrograde. So what it's gonna be? You might have lost a client, a shareholder before, and that person is coming back into your life. Jupiter is very positive. Jupiter is the planet of Santa Claus, blessing, the wealth planet. It's also spirituality and your beliefs, your faith, higher education as well. So it could indicate like right now you are going back to school to do your doctorates, your PhDs, or something very, very completed. Or it could actually represent something like you want to go back to politics. For example, you were a city commissioner before and you left it, but right now you decide you want to be a governor or you want to be a mayor or whatever, and you're gonna run for it, go for it. So that could be positive here. Okay, Cosmo, what are you doing? And then the 10th house, it's also representing some kind of honors. Honorable people is coming back. Rich clientele is coming back for you and coming back to you. All right, and then what else is happening? So this Jupiter actually going to trine Mercury retrograde, okay, the same day. Mercury retrograde is in your 2nd house, so it has to do something with your career and with your finances, and it's positive because all month long you're going to have the Sun trining with Uranus and Jupiter, Mercury retrograde also going to trine with Uranus and Jupiter, and then we're going to have a new moon on the 14th, which is going to do the same energetically over here. So 10th house and 2nd house, your career is changing. You're getting back a job, you're getting back a client, right? And actually, your salary, your income is going to be increasing, but it's going to increase significantly because the trine is the most amazing aspect over here. It's actually granted for you. Something is granted for you. Mercury in Virgo in the 2nd house could indicate like you want to invest in AI, you want to invest in digital currency because Uranus, it's trining, digital currency could be that. You might going to actually the one who is generate an application, invent something. Maybe you are doing robotics, maybe you are a computer engineer, something like that. And maybe you are, like inventing some some windmill, some kind of new energy that people can use, and actually it's raising your salary. So it is good for you guys. Then the new moon is a new beginning over here, as we talked about in your second house. So that's going to actually increase your income. And then the 23rd, Sun is going in Libra and join Mars in your third house. That is also, so you really have to be careful with your words, because at this moment you will be, or you might be, impulsive or brutally honest. So, you know, not everybody can take the truth, and not everybody ready for the truth. So the way you are talking to your neighbors, to your siblings, to your teachers perhaps, it could be hurtful. So watch what you are saying. It could also indicate some kind of issue with the engine in your car, or something to do with like electricity in the car, and it could be off, or something to get on fire. So watch your car, check the engine in your car, because, you know, there could be some kind of issue with it. Don't fight with neighbors, and don't fight with teachers in general, or with your children teachers, because it could indicate like you're gonna get mad and you're gonna fight with them. And lastly, the full moon going to happen in your ninth house. Ninth house, anything to do with your beliefs, with your faith, with publishing. You might actually be able to publish finally your book, and it's going to take off, and it's going to actually well received by the public. It could also mean like you're going to letting go of a publisher company if somebody didn't serve you or haven't done a good job. It could also indicate like an immigration situation is going to be over finally. You get the citizenship, the passport, or, you know, like it's completed. However, it could also mean like you are losing your passport somehow. You don't see it, you're losing it. So it could actually stop and cease a traveling for you. All right, what else is happening over here? You know, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you. So this full moon is opposing Pallas Athene in your third house. Pallas Athene is the wise warrior. So actually it's going to be the saving grace with your fight. You might going to be brutally honest, but Pallas Athene going to actually help you to choose your fights. And then it's going to square Vesta. Vesta is in your 12th house. Vesta is good investment asteroid. In the 12th house, anything to do, because it's in Cancer, anything to do with properties, anything to do with pharmaceuticals, medical marijuana, psychedelics. So it could be an indication right now, I want to do something about an investment. Right now, I want to plan an investment because of, I know the hardship going to come in general, and I want to make sure behind the scene I have some kind of stability there. So yes, also, you know, if you have an older sibling, either you can get connection with the sibling, or unfortunately, you know, because it's a full moon, it's you know, right before the eclipse is already going to affect us, and it's going to be in the axis of Aries and Libra right now. It could indicate like it's clipping out someone from there. Even if you are married at the second time, it can end a second marriage for you as well. Okay, so, or it could be like you are finishing and completing a degree, you are finishing, completing a school. Or you are giving up a faith that you had previously, like you're not going to believe in the same religion, and moving out from that religion, moving away. So this is the end for you guys, and if you loved my videos, please subscribe, like, and comment below. Check out my website, which is www.urbanwitch.org. See you in October. Bye for now.